You don't need any more information to create the life of your dreams. So you probably know exactly where you want to be, whether you're starting your entrepreneurial journey, your self-improvement journey, your fitness journey, whatever it is, you probably just feel stuck. And I'm going to show you how to pick yourself up out of that mess and resume exactly where you left off. Now, there's numerous amounts of reasons why you are in the position where you're at right now. And it's honestly just dictated based off the results and the actions that you put in the previous weeks, days, months. You know exactly probably where you want to go. That $1 million business. You want to drive that car. You want to get jacked this summer. You want to read a bunch of books. You want to run a half marathon. You want to improve yourself in some specific way. Not every single person's dreams and visions are aligned with mine. And that's totally fine. They're probably not aligned exactly with yours either. Understanding the point B is key before we even start. A lot of you guys want to build a $10,000, $50,000 a month business, but you can't even do the simple daily tasks like reading a book for an hour. That's exactly what I'm going to get into. Starting off with small, devoted tasks that you do every single day. It doesn't have to be reading books. I'm not telling you to read a book. If you want to lift weights for an hour, if you want to do cardio for an hour, if you want to learn about a specific topic or subject in business, if you want to learn about something that's going to help improve your development about psychology, like whatever you are seeking to become, business, motivation, psychological, self-improvement, fitness, whatever it is, start off by putting it into bite-sized tasks every single day for an hour. And simply, the first few weeks, this is what I used to do when I couldn't read. I literally could not read for longer than 10 minutes. All throughout elementary school, all throughout middle school, pretty much almost all throughout high school, I hated reading. Whenever there was an assigned book, I skipped it. Or I looked at Spark Notes online. I hated reading. I simply hated it. But I changed my thought process around reading. And then I was able to read for 6-7 hours a day. I kid you not. I would read in between classes. I would read before school. I would read after school. You would literally see me with a book. I got clowned on in school because I was reading. There's multiple stories I can talk about, but I'm not going to get into that in this video. Now look, this isn't just about me, but it's about why you have to restructure your brain into thinking that this stuff is easy. When I hated reading, I didn't just pick up the book and immediately start liking it. What I did is I told myself I was going to sit down and read for 10 minutes. And I hated it, and I did it. Then after the 10 minutes, even if I did want to read more throughout that day, I said no, only 10 minutes. Next week, it was 30 minutes a day. Read for 30 minutes. Sometimes I didn't want to go the full 30 minutes, but I just focused, disciplined myself enough to read that 30 minutes. And then, even after that, sometimes I still wanted to read more. But then, like I did the previous week, I said no, only 30 minutes, put it down. And then it became a fact where I didn't have to put a timer on it. I didn't have to discipline myself because I was already conditioned enough to do the thing. And then I started actually enjoying it. My articulation started to get a lot better. I started feeling more comfortable in front of the camera. My vocabulary began to expand, and I became the person who I wanted to become. But it starts off with doing the daily actions. A lot of you guys want to sign $2,000, $5,000, $6,000 clients, but you simply can't even work on a sales script for 20 minutes. Or you simply can't put in more than 30 minutes into your offer. And so this all correlates, because how are you going to serve the marketplace, serve business, exchange value with business owners or clients or consumers when you yourself haven't even done the inner work, haven't even done the self-development work to get to that point? I'm only telling you guys this for motivation because I was not born a reader. I never spoke like this when I was younger. When I was a kid, I had issues, and I still kind of do have issues with R's. Like my R's always kind of sound weird. I don't know why that is. If I start thinking about it, I might go back to it, but I always had issues with the letter R for some reason. Now, that is something that I had to understand, and then I had to almost disassociate myself from it. So when I was reading the books and I started speaking in front of the camera, I had to understand and tell myself that, look, I am not my past identity. I am now the person who speaks in front of the camera. Then guess what? When you start viewing yourself as the guy that talks in front of the camera, as the guy, as the articulate guy, your friends start to pick up on it. My friends picked up on it. My business, friends started picking up on it. My family started picking up on it because they saw me. When you associate yourself as an identity, it holds to be true in your head and in your body. Other people will see it based off the reflections that you essentially project out there. It sounds hippy-dippy, but I promise you, if you switch your identity, because I could be at the identity right now of that dude that doesn't read books. the guy that doesn't run a business. I could go right back to that identity. Stop everything right now. Stop uploading. Stop making videos. Stop reading books. Stop running the business. Stop signing clients. I could stop all that right now and switch my identity to a Nintendo 3DS player, right? But why would I want to do that? But I'm telling you, as an example, that it is so easy to shift your identity. So the reason why you don't need more information about creating your dream life is because you simply lack implementation. And implementation is discipline about implementing those tasks in your daily life. For those of you guys that don't know what implementing means, it's simply just doing the things you know you have to do every single day, or doing the things during said time period. So something I love about people is that, especially in the business world, everybody wants to run a business. There's a huge fad around it. Got huge guys in the space pushing entrepreneurship, pushing business, pushing discipline. It's almost a fad at this point. It's almost like everybody wants to do it. That is something that I love because it weeds so many people out. Because the path is not meant for everybody, only meant for few. And the funny thing about it is that so many people think they're meant for it. And hell, I might not even be meant for it. I'm just kidding. The point is that you simply have to resume where you picked off. You are not lacking information. Like I said before, you are lacking implementation. You know where you want to be. Like if I asked you right now, where do you want to be in 36 months in your business, fitness journey, entrepreneurship journey? You tell me. I want to run a marathon. I want to be at 10K a month. I want to do this. But you're just lacking the implementation because everybody has the goals. You probably wake up thinking about it, but you're lacking the actions that you take in the waking hours. The information is out there. It's all on this YouTube. If you want to learn about client acquisition, getting clients online, how to, not only build a relationship and sign clients, but the processes, how to do it from A to Z, this YouTube channel is devoted about it. I did this entire channel, all my pages, all my presence online to client acquisition. I'm coming out with more personalized videos later, but those are the things that I talk about. And so all the information is out there. If you watched all my YouTube videos, you'd be able to land a client in like 48 hours. One thing you guys don't understand is that opportunities will line up in your favor when you start. I didn't realize this until it happened. And now when I would tell myself I would read a book a week, and I was doing that, I was slowly and steady reading a book a week. But what happened when I was doing that is opportunities would fall into my life. So it wasn't just I would read a book a week and that was it. It would be different opportunities come into my life. So maybe somebody would come in here and then offer me a deal right with this. Or when I was reading the books, I would give some word of advice for somebody right here because they asked me. And then that person introduced me to somebody else who then was a future client. Like when you take the actions every single day to get to where you want to be, it's almost like things start to fall into place. And we've heard it so many different times before, and you're skeptical because it hasn't happened in your life just off the factor because you haven't started. I'm telling you, when you start this journey, so many doors open, so many opportunities open, and so many different things just happen and fall into place. You will be so amazed. But I can't even explain it to you at its fullest greatness because you yourself have to experience it. I can only say so much because I know what it's done for me, and I can give you testimonials and I can give you my personal testimonial. But at the end of the day, to have full conviction for yourself, you have to experience it on your own. Now that's what this channel is for, to tell you guys, to empower you guys that you are not far away from where you want to be. Put your head down for 1 year, focus, do exactly what you know you have to do, devote an hour a day to those tasks, and I promise you, in 365 days or less, you will be at the place where you want to be.